For those of you that don't know, my name is Marie Triplett. I am your exclusive Purple Status upline. Welcome to our new presenter launching strong training. I've been thinking a lot about how to help new presenters launch more strong and get more results more quickly. And I thought we could come on this call together and really go through some of the things that are going on in our lives and work through how to get yourself up and running and get some success really quickly. But before I do that, there are some people on here I've actually never met, and even there's some leaders on here. So what I would like to do is connect us all together, and I'd like you to each kind of introduce yourself. Tell me if you've been with Younique for a long time, some of my leaders, some of my elites, tell us how long you've been with the company. And if you're new and you just signed up, tell me how much money you would like to make every month from this business, because that's ultimately why we're doing this, is to make some money. I would hope that that's what you'd like to do, is make some money. So I'll start. I'm Marie. As I said, I've been with the company for 5 years, and I'm a Purple Status presenter with Younique. So I'll just call on some people. April.
I am April. I have been with Younique now for a little over 2 years. I'm a Blue Status presenter, and I would ultimately like to make between $1,000 and $1,500 a month from this company.
Awesome. That's a great goal. Laura, you want to go next?
Sure. Hi, everybody. It's great to meet you virtually. I spent the last 17 years in marketing and advertising, and I've just made the decision with this quarantine that I'm not returning to that field. So I was looking for something that I've actually been went to high school with Marie's husband, Mike, and so I've been kind of secretly watching in a creepy fashion Marie for a while, because I've been so amazed by her outstanding results. So I gave her a call one day, and she was kind enough to take my call, walk me through Younique and what an amazing company it was. So yeah, so that's how I signed up. I'm really excited. I'm looking for a way to have a career that is more flexible, that I can kind of run as my own business and be my own boss. So that's really why I'm here.
I need to know your number.
I'm sorry, I don't know what that means.
How much money do you want to make a month?
Okay, I didn't realize we were tossing out ultimate goals. Like, so
no, not ultimately, not in 5 years. I'm talking about next month in May.
Okay, $550.
$550 is
I got
your
specific, $550.
I love it. Be specific as you want to be. Marilyn, would you like to go next? Can you hear me? I'm going to make you talk. Everybody's got to talk today.
Hi. Sorry, I'm just getting ready for work. You can hear me, right?
Yes.
Okay. So my goal right now is just to stay active, honestly. I am not really pushing it, but I would like to make $100 a month. That'd be awesome. Oh, but I joined in January, so I'm still pretty new.
Still new, and $100 a month would help you feel like you've got a little extra money in your pocket.
Yeah.
Good.
I would like that.
That's great. Holly, would you like to go next?
Sure. I am Holly with a Y. I am a green status presenter with Younique. I've been here 2.5 years now. God. Yeah, 2.5 years. So this month, I wouldn't mind making my regular income with my job that I currently do not have income from. So I would like to replace my monthly income from my old job, which was, I'm a full-time dental hygienist. I have a 0 sales experience, 0 marketing experience, nothing in my entire life. I've been clinical my entire life. So yeah, that's where I am.
That's an amazing goal. I'm going to move across the grid. Jennifer C. I know. She's like, she just called my name. I'm going to unmute you. I told you, everybody's got to talk. We haven't met yet. I would love for you to just introduce yourself and tell me what your monthly goal is for your first like month, full month next month, let's just say May, because it's already halfway through April. What would you like to make money-wise with Unique in May? I tried to unmute you, but maybe it's locked. Can you unmute yourself? There you go.
I don't know. I have no idea because I'm brand new. So,
Well, you're brand new. I'm not asking you what you think you can do. I'm asking you what, if you had best case scenario, what would feel good in your for your family finances?
$100.
$100. That's a very reasonable, manageable expectation. Don't worry, you're in good hands. We can help you. Welcome to the team.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Nancy is at work and she called in, and that's why you can't, why her screen is done. There is a chat function down here at the bottom if you guys are able to see that. And she said she can't talk, but Nancy is a Pink Status presenter, a newly promoted Pink Status presenter last month, and her goal is to make $800 a month in May. Awesome goal. And now we will move to Tashina. What a girl.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. I don't really know. I guess just probably close. I'll just say 500.
500's perfect. Wonderful. So, Amber, are you able to? She just got done working out. Amber, you good?
You want to see all my glory.
Me too.
So my name is Amber. I've been with Unique. It's been a little over 3 years, but I've only been actively like working it for probably almost 2 years, I would say. I'm Blue Status, and next month I would say like at least 1,000.
$1,000 next month. That's awesome. May is a great month to make some money, and it's my birthday month, so I always have a great May. It's just good. Autumn, let's go ahead and meet you, my friend. Can you hear me? You have to unmute yourself, babe. If you're talking, it's muted. I'm not sure why it's not working, but let's move on. Haley, would you like to go next?
Hey. Sorry, I have daycare kids right now, so I'm currently making them lunch.
All good. We all have kids.
But I just signed up, joined Ashley Darr's team like about an hour ago.
I love that you're here right now. Like, I wish I could just virtually hug you. Like, brand new, already showing up, super excited. So
I'm looking forward to it.
we're excited to have you.
But I don't really have a goal for the income. I mean, as much as I can make, I look at it as a side job, to be honest with you.
So a side job, what would impact your family positively? $100, $200, $500?
Around 300 to 400 probably.
300 to 400 is a great goal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm excited.
Thanks.
Nice to meet you, Haley.
You also.
Heather, would you like to share maybe where you're from and what your goal is?
All right. I joined under April. April's my cousin. I joined like last week, and I'm using Unique to pay with for college. So anything I can make would be helpful.
Yeah.
I guess.
College is expensive, so I'm proud of you for finding second streams of income and ways to help manage those bills. That's awesome. Welcome to the team, Heather. It's nice to meet you.
You too.
And who is the iPhone? Is that Amy? iPhone. Now you muted yourself. All right. Well, I'm not going to force you guys to talk. Who's the iPhone? Go ahead. Tell me who you are.
I think it's me, Ashley. I don't know why it's not showing my name.
Here, do you want to start video? I just requested it if you want to be on video.
Okay. Give me 1 second. Let me just put my in the middle, feed my son too. So I'm just trying to get a little bit of everything.
Oh, you don't have to put on your video. I was just making it an option. Ashley, it's nice to meet you. You are newer as well. Would you like to tell us your goal for the month of May?
Hopefully we can get pink status going. Haley
status.
just joined under me, which is phenomenal. I'm so glad she did.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, my goal is to try and get pink.
That's a beautiful goal. Beautiful, beautiful goal. So I wanted to get you guys started, moving and grooving. All of you have these goals, these monetary dollar amounts. And before we go anywhere else, we're not going to have to go around and share again. But what I would like you to think about right now is identify or visualize what that money is actually going to do for your family. Because the more we can draw attachments to this money, the easier it's going to be for us to find motivation throughout the month, like a constant reminder of what this money is going to do for us, whether it's $100, $500, or $1,000. You guys all have different goals, but how specifically is that going to impact your life? Whether it's paying for college, whether it's buying diapers for your kids, whether it's allowing you to pay for the DoorDash bill that's been rising quite significantly in my house lately. How is this money going to serve you and your needs of you and your family? The more you can see that, the more you can cultivate your commitment to making it work. All right, so I want you to just maybe write down what that money's going to mean to you. And then we're going to go ahead and get out our pen and paper, and we're going to do something called a memory jogger. So we're just going to start making a list of people that we know that might be interested in this business, and I'm going to walk you through the process. So the first thing I want you to do is you might need to look at your phone, but I want you to go through and write down the last 20 people that you've text messaged with. So that's going to take a couple minutes. You can just flip your phone over. You might not have video access while that's happening, but I want you to go through and I want you to write down the last 20 people that you text messaged with.
We'll see.
We're just going to take about 5 minutes to do that.
Okay, come on. Let's go first.
I should play some kind of Jeopardy music or something while we're doing this, or like some kind of like good music to get us hyped up. Alexa, play Spotify playlist number 44.
Okay, you can sit with me.
Alexa, volume up 5. All right, we're jamming out. We're gonna take about 3 more minutes. Hi, buddy. Are you gonna dance with me? Okay, how are we doing? You guys got about 20 names of the last people you texted? That should have been pretty quick because all you had to do was scroll through. Now I'd like you to go through to your Facebook Messenger, and I'd like you to write down the list of the last 20 people that you sent a message to. Everyone. Don't hold any judgment, just write their name down. This is leading somewhere, I promise. If you've been with Unique for a little while, you might want to start writing down lists of the customers that you had this week or this month.
You said 20 people, right?
Yes, please. So we've got 20 from text messages, and then we've got 20 from Facebook Messenger. And skip over any duplicates. So if you've got friends that you talk to on both of those platforms, skip over the duplicates so that the list is accurate. Okay, so we're gonna take about 1 more minute and then we're gonna move on. You guys need any more time, or how are we doing? You got 40 names? Good. Okay, so now we're gonna add some more names to this. I'd like you to think of 5 people associated, if you've got kids, with their kids' school. 5 people that you know, whether it's a teacher, the principal, the social worker, maybe another mom that you went on a field trip with your kids. Think about 5 people associated with your kids' school. And if you don't have kids, think about 5 people that you work with. Most of us have kids, though.
Okay, so what should we do if our kids aren't in school and you're a stay-at-home mom?
So do they do any activities? Do they play any sports?
No, not yet. So my toddler's only 2.5, and then my infant's 4 months.
Okay.
So
What about, are they in any play groups? Do they socialize with anybody at all?
no, well, like, family.
So you could write their names down.
Okay.
You could write down neighbors. We're going to keep adding to this list. So any neighbors that you know, people in your community, like I teach yoga. So because I go to yoga, I have lots of people that I connect with at yoga. So if you do any kind of people at your gym, these are all ideas. I want you to think about people associated with these places. And your brain will naturally recall, like once you think of one person, you might think of another person. So I go to yoga with Stacy, and Stacy's sister is Ashley. And oh, I met Kristen through Ashley. Do you see how that goes? And now I've got 3 or 4 names added to the list.
Okay.
So you just start the wheels churning. If you only use your Facebook, you're going to be very limited to the people that you network with on Facebook.
Right.
So that's why we used our cell phone, and now we're using, it's called a memory jogger. Like you just think of these different places, and then you think of people that are associated with those places.
Okay.
So think about people that you go to school with. We're going to keep going. I want another list of 20. So, I don't care if it's 2 people from this place and 5 people from that place, but think about your church. Do you go to church? Are there people at your church that you could write down on the list? If you don't go to church, do you participate in any kind of volunteer programs with, you know, your neighborhood, like, SCPA? Do you volunteer at the shelter? Like, where else do you know people from? people in your neighborhood. I know my girl Heather up the street. My girl Christine Davis just signed up with Holly. She literally lives in the cul-de-sac over here. Yeah, there's great here. There's a couple of great options in here. Think about your spouse. If you have a husband, who does he work with? That's great.
You know, Marie, that's a really good point. I didn't even think of that, but 2 of the guys that David works with, their wives are now stuck at home, and they're like, went to a 1-income family, and they've both actually reached out to me for the opportunity. So like, I'm have them coming on the call tonight. Hopefully the call is still tonight. It's Wednesday, right?
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. So
Yeah,
like, see
so
how,
like I
see
would
how
have
it
never known
branches
these
out?
people at all. I would have never known them at all. Like they had to find me, add me on Facebook, and then reach out to me. So,
But what if you
this
reached
people I
out
never
first?
even thought. But that's what I mean. Like I would have never even been friends with them on Facebook. Live in totally different counties than me, and I would have never even known them at all. So
Yeah, that's awesome. So yeah, think about your husband, think about or your boyfriend, or think about your brother. Do you have siblings? Do you have brothers and sisters? Who do they know? Are you friends with any of their friends? Do you have mutual, you know, the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon or whatever it is, like your friends and family, your sister-in-law, your aunt, and then, you know, I have a friend whose mom is like my second mom. So then who do I know from her friends? Because I've had wine at her house many times and she's had several friends over. You see how that spirals once we start thinking about one person, then it kind of links to a few other people once we start to dig into these different circles. We all have multiple circles of friendships. Some of them overlap, some of them don't. My yoga people are not necessarily the same as my unique people. So, so once we start cranking out this list of people we know, it's very helpful. So does everybody here have 60 names? 60 names? I'm going to go with yes. We should have close to 60 names. More than 50? Hopefully more than 50. Okay, the reason why I wanted to do this together is because if I asked you to create a list of 50 names, or if I told you to like identify people that you wanted to work with in this business, you would probably go through one circle and you'd come back and say, I only had 10 names. I could only think of 10 people. And the reason why you could only think of 10 people is because you're filtering it through your own judgments. You're adding in your own expectations of whether or not this person would appreciate this business or not. So that's not your job. Your job is to offer this gift, this beautiful kit packed with makeup, to as many people as possible and let them decide if it's right for them. You don't know their finances. You don't know what's actually going on in their life. You only know what you've been exposed to. So when we stop prejudging people, it helps us cast a wider net. All right. Most of you asked, most of you had a dollar amount in mind, and the way it's going to help you is moving forward. I'm going to get out my whiteboard. So pink status, who can chime in and tell me the requirements for pink status? I would prefer it to be somebody that's new. Somebody chime in and tell me. I'm going to write down what you say. Go ahead, unmute yourself because I'm not looking.
All right, so you need 2,000 PRS.
2,000 PRS?
Yes, right?
2,000 team sales.
Okay. And then the 250 PRS.
250 for yourself.
And then 1 qualified entry-level presenter.
1 at 125, right? Because to be qualified, you have to have 125.
Yes.
Okay. So I wanted to do this because this is where I think we need to help manage our expectations. So this is currently the way our our pink is listed for requirements. You need $2,000 in team sales, but the requirement to check the box is only $250 in personal sales and only one person under you that has $125 in sales, right? But if you add this 125 and this 250 together, what does that come up to? $375, right? So if you check off this box and you check off this box, there is a huge gap right here between the 375 that you actually have by meeting these first two requirements and the 2,000 that you need to get the promotion. And this is why so many people think that it's hard to get to pink, because you're thinking, oh, well, if I just get this box and then I just get this box, then I'm really close. That's not the case. So this entire map is misleading. And so what I wanted to give you guys is a different perspective on how to get to pink, okay? Every leader in this business has, to get green status, you have to have $500 in personal sales, okay? $500 in personal sales to actually run in this business, especially if you only want to make $100. That means you have to sell $500 a month. That gives you $100. So that's simple. If you just want to make $100 next month, then your goal is to sell 500. There, done. You're done. You don't even have to stay on this call anymore. If you want to make $100, you sell 500 and you're good. Okay? So let's increase our expectations from 250 to 500. Okay? So now I'm going to sell 500. Because I want to get pink status, right? So I'm going to commit to selling a minimum of $500. Okay. Now what happens if I add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people to my team and I teach them how to sell $500? Because if I can do it, I can show somebody else how to do it, right? Once I know how, once I learn how to set it up, because don't worry, I'm getting to that part. Then I can set up 500, 500, 500, 500, okay? Now where are we? That's good math. That's $3,000. Many hands make for a light load. And now you're thinking, okay, 5 people. I got to get 5 people. Babe, we just made a list of 60 names. In 15 minutes, we made a list of 60 names. You're telling me that out of 60 people that you know, close friends, family, network, that 5 won't say yes? The problem is you're not even asking 5. You're not even asking 5 because you're prejudging. So if 5 say yes, and then you teach them to sell $500, your promotion's done. How much easier does that sound than that huge gap that I just showed you on the other graphic, right? This is easy breezy beautiful. So what happens? What is the amount of money that you're gonna get from pink status? Right now, if you promote to pink, you get a $200 bonus. If you're brand new and still in your first 90 days, you're gonna get another $200 bonus, okay? Then you also are going to get your fast start bonus for all of those girls that are on your team. You get 10% from each of those girls. So 10%, if you taught all 5 of those girls how to sell 500 for the month of May, that's 10% of 500 is $50. That's 50, 50, 50, 50, 50. That's another $250 in fast start bonus, okay? Then you have your own commissions on your own sales. That's the $100 we started with. Then you're also going to get 5% pink bonus. Like that's just the normal pink bonus, which usually is about $60. Okay. 2, 4, 6, 57, 50, $810. That's the math. I want you to see the math. If you run for pink, and you set it up to sign up 5 people, you can make $810 next month, okay? The numbers don't lie. The numbers are the numbers. That's what my coach said yesterday. The numbers don't lie. So here's how we do it, right? Now you're thinking, now what's the process? Well, if we're gonna run for pink in May, if you're thinking I wanna run for pink in May, the best way to do it is to spend your next 2 weeks finding those 5 people. The faster you can get those people in, the more you can align things to run for pink. So if you've got new girls, get them going. So you get those people signed up. In addition, all 5 of those people that you sign up, you're going to get $50 in Y Cash. So that's another $250 in free product that you're going to get. Do you see how much value there is if you actually put forth, like that's over $1,000 in value to run for pink status, the first leadership status in the company. Okay, so now how do we get to it? The way I would suggest you do it, and this is just a suggestion because as your leader, I can't do the work for you. I can't make you motivated to wake up and work, but what I can do is shine a light on the path. You decide if you want to do the work or not. You decide if that $800 is a big enough inspiration or not, and then do the work. You either do the work or you don't. That's how it works in this business. That's tough love, and I love you. So if you work on finding those 5 people for the next 2 weeks, your entire focus. Now look, in 15 minutes, we identified 60 people. Do that again, wash, rinse, repeat. Find another 60 people. Reach out and ask. Remember the deck of cards analogy. We're just flipping cards to get the yeses. The faster you flip the cards, the more yeses you're gonna get more quickly, all right? So that is gonna be key. Then you get these new girls signed in. The first thing I want you to do is set up a 3-way call with either your personal sponsor who's been with the company a little longer than you, or me, or your elite upline, whoever it is that's above you, that's been around for a little while, it can be me. I don't mind to do 1,000 if I have to, if it means I'm helping you get to pink, okay? And you're gonna set up a quick call because proximity is power. And the sooner you can get people connected to other people going the same direction, the stronger your business is going to be, right? You got to get them integrated into the sense of sisterhood, to the sense of community. You know, once they meet me and then they meet April and then they meet Holly, and now all of a sudden they've got a sense of community and support, and they know that they're not alone. And so now we're breathing belief into them, just like I'm breathing belief into you right now. I know each of you could go for pink if you really wanted to. I went pink my first month. It is not a problem to go pink in your first month if you apply yourself and you work hard, okay? So you get these 5 girls signed up, and everyone is gonna hit go on May 1st with a launch party. All of you. If you're running for pink, and all your 5 girls under you are going to set up a launch party starting May 1st. And you're going to run it on Zoom, and they're going to invite all their friends. And I'm going to do a training next week to show you how to do an online Zoom party so that you know how to do it. And then you could show them how to do it, or you can invite them onto the training so that I can show them how to do it. And then we're all on the same page, and everyone across the board has set up to start on May 1st, because we don't want to run for a promotion at the last week of the month. We start on day 1. We got 31 days in May. Day 1 we start, and stack everyone to run. The average party is $200 to $300, maybe even $500 in sales. So just imagine you had your 5 girls and they all set their launch party on day 1, and it runs for 5 days, and they all hit their $500. You would be pink before the middle of the month, and guess who could wash, rinse, and repeat, and maybe double promote to blue and double dip into both bonuses. I mean, the options are endless. And if we can just get out of our own way and stop overthinking the process, it is simple. Not easy, it is simple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Set them up, knock them down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Set them up, knock them down. If you want to promote in this business, if you want to build momentum, you have to bring people in and show them how to make money. I'm showing you now how to make money, right? Wouldn't you say I'm showing you how to make money? I'm giving you a little roadmap. That's how simple this business is. I'm going to teach somebody on this team how to make $810 next month. Is it you? All right. So that's where we're at. Pink in May. I want to have more pink promotions. We had 3 pinks pop off last month. I want to double that. I want 6 people to go pink in May. I believe in you guys. I know this team is built for success. I know you wouldn't have signed up if there wasn't a seed of belief inside of you that said, maybe I can do it. Maybe I am good enough. Maybe I can succeed. And you are surrounded by a team of leadership of people that are also here to help you get to that place. And this is where it starts. Rewriting the way that we see what it takes to get to pink. Expand. Most of you are not asking enough. That's all there is to it. And we're doing other things instead. We're doing things like making graphics and going live and doing attraction marketing posts. And while those things are valuable, they are not income producing. They are not income producing. Attraction marketing is not income producing. Until you can create conversations and connections with people and they start joining and they start selling, you are not going to make any money. And as much as I love you and I want to be, you know, Mother Teresa over here, heal the world, you still got to work a business, right? We got to balance our feminine and our masculine energies. I'm mostly feminine. I don't know if you guys know that, but I'm a yoga, hippy dippy yoga teacher. So I have to truly draw back my feminine energy and go into my masculine energy to make something like this happen. But the numbers are the numbers. So if you like numbers, know that this is how to get it done. What comes from making $810 next month? Confidence, self-belief, bill payment, fun things like ordering your DoorDash, okay? Less stress. Like I said, it won't be simple. I mean, it won't be easy, but it is simple. Do the work, get the rewards. Don't you think it's worth it to try? Because if you don't even try, then it won't happen for sure. But what are your other options? Where else are you going to make $810 in the month of May if you're quarantined still? Because the way it's looking now, we are going to be quarantined for May. And it sucks because my 40th birthday is coming up and I have to spend it in the house. But I'll be spending it with you, celebrating pink promotions right and left. Because you guys are built for success. I know it. And you know it too. Stop overthinking it and start doing it. All right, you guys. Oh my gosh, yes, Tashina. I mean, think about convention. Seriously. If you want to go to convention, you want to get those convention tickets, $850 would be great for that. Here's my husband. Say hi. This is a bunch of new girls on the team. This is Mike. He likes to photobomb the calls.
She's using my Zoom account, so I'm not photobombing anything.
This is not your Zoom account. I pay for this account.
With my card.
All right. Love you. Ew. See, this is what happens when you get stuck in the house for too long.
It's a mic thing. My husband
It's a
does the
mic
same
thing?
thing. Yep.
Who said that?
Her name's Ashley.
Oh, you got too many people with A's.
Ashley, Amber, Autumn, April. Too many A names. Amanda. Okay, you guys. Laura's here. She's saying hi.
Who? Oh.
All right.
Hey,
Come on.
wait,
Get
isn't
out.
that-
I'm working. Get out.
Isn't that the last name of our realtor?
I don't know. Goodbye.
I put one in your shake.
I love you guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for all of that. But hashtag real life. And we can all do it. You know, if I have somebody licking my face while I'm trying to do a professional training, then you can do it too. It's okay. All right. Before we get off this call, I want to open it up for some questions, comments. What are you guys thinking, feeling? I hope you're excited. I hope this makes sense. But I did want to open it up to see where you're at and how we can get you ready to run as soon as we get off this call. Yes, Laura.
I just wanted to ask you, and maybe they were different back when you started, but what were some of the, my goals, by the way, is to get to pink for sure in May, because I want to get that incentive trip. So that will help. but what were some of the things that you did to kind of fast track yourself? And do you remember some of the strategies that you used that may be different from what we've just talked about?
Well, my strategies were a little different because that was 5 years ago and our entire world has changed, but it's the fundamentals that are still the same. Now, when I started, I was just telling people, like I walked to my neighbor's house. I was like, hey, I signed up for Younique. And we can't do that now, but the process is still the same of letting people know that you have a business. You could be the best donut maker in the world. If people don't know that you make donuts, you won't sell a single one. So until you start telling people that you're doing this new exciting thing, they're not going to have an opportunity to even try what you're offering. All right, so think about it that way. The more people you can tell about your business, the better chances you have of people supporting your business. I think that's the number one strategy, is to get it out there. And sometimes we overthink it, and then a week goes by, and then another week goes by, and then you're a month into this business and you look back and you're like, well, a month's passed, I might as well just go ahead and give up. Well, no, that's not what you really wanted. If it's true what you said about making $500, $550, then we gotta make it happen. There is no ifs, ands, or buts in this world right now. Money matters. Right. We are all struggling to keep the lights on. So, all right.
And then one other quick thing. It sounds like at this point, there's no plans to cancel convention.
Not that I know of. I just got an email yesterday of them thanking me for ordering my bundles and sending me the registration for my hotel that I earned as the incentive. So they're still operating as business as usual. So, as you are reaching out to these people and you're getting people that are interested, you want to get them on the opportunity calls. So it's as simple as saying, oh, we've got a lot of top leaders, 6-figure income earners that have a weekly call. Would you like to listen in? That way it takes the pressure off of you of having to be the one to tell them the details. So you just get them on the call. As you're finding these 5 people, get them on the call. All right, so that's how you move them through the system. Remember the baseball analogy. You got to move them through the system. We're putting all these pieces together for success. Anybody else have any questions? Yes, Tashina?
Is what I struggle with.
What is what you struggle with?
The verbiage, like what to say. I overthink it a lot of times, and then it sounds too much or too pushy. And so I just never really know what to say to them. And then I feel like I do tend to give up a little bit sometimes because I feel like I'm badgering them or.
Why do you think offering someone an opportunity to make money from home is bothering people?
Well, I do have a lot of people on my Facebook that complain about like cold messaging. So that gets in my head and I don't want to like cold message. And I try to say hi to everybody when I add them. So that way there is some kind of a connection there.
Yeah.
But then I've been adding so many people lately that with everything else going on, I've slacked on messaging them as soon as they accept it.
Well, just to be clear, the list that we made is not cold messaging. These are people you know.
Right.
That's
right. Yeah, and I got to add some more to it, but and that helped with that. I just didn't know what to say to them instead of saying, like that might catch the.
No, you're great. Holly has recruited 4 people already this month. It's only the midway of the month. So Holly, are you able to come on really quick and maybe offer what you're saying to people to help them join? Oh, you're muted, babe.
Sorry. In my lives, I've been talking about, I've been showing the products and saying, hey, look, if you buy these 3 products, I have 15 for you free, or 12 for you, 13 for you free. So that has been one way, because then people are like, well, I want to buy 3 and get 12 free. So that has been one of my strategies. My other strategy is I have just genuinely been messaging people because I know how I'm feeling right now. And I know that just somebody reaching out to me and asking me if I'm okay has meant the world to me. So I'm doing that back to people. They might be people that I don't know super well, but I've communicated with on Facebook. So I'm doing that. And then in that conversation, hey, I know I've had a lot more time on my hands to work my business, and you know what I do. Have you ever thought about it? Everybody has some extra time right now because we're not going out to dinner. We're not going out to the movies. Yes, a lot of people are still working, and be grateful for that. But we all have a little bit of extra time on our hands where we all said before, you know, oh, if I had time, I would do that. I would sign up. I would run my own business. And now we have that time. So I just asked them if they ever thought about it.
Okay. See, I overthink it. And so I think that's what it stops.
We all do. We all do. I spent the first year and a half in this business overthinking it and busted my ass to get to green with the tiniest team in the world. And I don't want to do that anymore. I want to do it with a group. I want to do it with a bunch of women who want to do the same thing. So it makes a world of difference because you have to stop overthinking it. We all do it. You're not alone.
I did it. I had a baby. My son's now 4 months. Back in October, I joined, gave up because I didn't think I could do it with a newborn and a toddler, and here I am. You just gotta, I mean, it's hard, but if I can do it with a 2 under 2, y'all can do it.
I love that. I love that, Ashley. It's so true. And I think what happens is we spin our wheels doing a lot of things besides the one thing that we need to be doing. The one thing that is going to make you money and help you grow a business is asking people if they're interested. If you cannot ask someone if they're interested, you will not cultivate a funnel of people that actually want to do this. Think about how long you waited to sign up. For me, it was 3 months. For other people, it was longer than that. It took Holly 2 years of me wearing her down to get her to sign up, okay? So think about how you felt when you signed up, right? And then compassionately reach out to these people. Are you ready now? Even if they've told you no before. I know last year things weren't the same. How are they now? But the number one thing that we should be doing is asking. Asking, are you open? Asking, are you interested? Asking, have you ever heard of this business? And if you're not doing that, nothing else matters. Nothing else matters. So you've got your list of 60, start cranking through it. And once you get through that 60, make another list and crank through that. Yes, Laura?
Holly actually just gave me an idea for a totally different segment of people that I didn't really think about, and this is a very genuine way to approach them. If you have any friends or family in the service industry, like bartending, waitressing, they pretty much all lost their jobs. And they're having a very difficult time getting through to unemployment to even get that compensation. So they could be pretty desperate for money right now. And it might be a great opportunity that gets their rent paid, you know. So thank you, Holly.
And also another demographic that you might like to think about to add to your list is teachers. Teachers are out of work. I mean, some of them are doing the distance learning, but that is not an ideal situation. And summer break is coming up. They're not going to be doing distance learning in the summer. And teachers are amazing at this business. I was just telling Laura's sister, who is a teacher, or sister-in-law, that teachers are the best at this business because they're really good at knowing where the students have to be at the end of the year and then reverse engineering a plan to get them there. So teachers are amazing at this business. Really think about anybody you know that's in the teaching profession because they know how to plan some shit, right? And then there was one other thing that I wanted to say about this whole thing. A lot of people in the past have not been open to home-based sales because they had other options. And at that time, maybe last year or 6 months ago, or even 2 months ago, it was a want. Like, I would love to have an extra stream of income. We are at the point now where people need money. And you are sitting on a vehicle that can help your friends, your family, your teachers, your community make $800 in 1 month. I don't know anybody that $800 wouldn't change their life. This is a gift. You are not walking around offering people to smell your fart. So stop acting like this is something to be afraid of. We have this like weird thing about what we're doing. I'm giving people a vehicle to make $800 in 1 month. New people. You don't have to be around for 5 years to make $800 in a month. You could sign up today and make $800 next month. We are not offering people something gross. We are offering them something great. So every time you start thinking, oh, I don't know, remember the gift that this is. All right, you guys? Well, I've had you on here for an hour, and I think it's time to let you get to work. If you have any questions, please message me. As you're meeting those people that are interested, get them on the opportunity call. Once they join, get them on a three-way with somebody in your upline. Me, Holly, April, Amber, somebody in your upline. Get them on the phone in a three-way call and get them plugged in. Proximity is power. All right? Love you guys. Bye, everyone.